Hello everyone, I'm Gamer76 and this is my 84th ever video. And it's Halloween! It is Halloween, so I thought I'd try to put on something kind of Halloween costume-esque, like this cloak. I didn't know what to put on under the cloak, so I just put on this brown button-up. I don't know how I feel about it, but I tried because this is being posted on Halloween. This is a squishy makeover, and it's been a few months, and like this is really needed. Why? Because it's bursting full. There's one that's not even in this. It's in my desk drawer. It's just like full. I could show you all of them, but I don't feel like it right now. And these ones aren't even, the ones I'm doing aren't even in this bin. They're right here. Go here, you guys. I'm painting this little fox guy who I have painted before. That one was Benny. That's what you used to look like, bud.
Wow.
I know. You just stand over there in the corner. Painting on this cat, who I have never seen before. Well, until I bought it. Well, I did see this a few times. Twice I saw it. I didn't buy it the first time, I bought it the second time. I have a plan for you. Come this! Come this! And this cactus, I kind of just threw it in here. I kind of have a sort of dumbish idea for this one, so I just needed 3 squishies, and these are the only 3 I could think of Halloween themes for. And I should be extra excited for this video because I have a special little detail for you guys. I just sang on the internet again. Glow-in-the-dark puffy paint. So I'm gonna try to incorporate this on these 3. Oh my god, I just had a better idea. You are probably gonna be good now, because I like just had a different idea than what I was going to. Yeah, glow puppy paint for you 3. As you can guess, I did get white fabric paint again. Yeah, that's enough. To the makeover.
Okay, so I'm starting with this cat. Wrong sound. I just barked into the microphone. It's some kind of dessert cat and has something drippy on its head and a yellow nose with a matching yellow something else on the top that I can't really see from this angle, so I can't tell you what that is. 1 second, I gotta pluck this tag out. We don't need it. And now, sanding. Then I grabbed some Mitch scissors to trim down any of the seams that the sanding paper didn't get rid of. Now I did say recently, I don't remember if I said it in the intro at this moment, that it feels like it's been a long time since I've painted a squishy. But while I was doing these beginning steps, it felt like I had just done all of this yesterday. Funny how that happens sometimes, right? Anyways, now let me grab some puppy paint. Puppy paint on the cat. But this is clogged, so let me stab it with a toothpick to get it going. But uh-oh, this one's basically empty. So after trying to force out some more paint than it has, that's just what I do, I guess, I grabbed a different bottle of the same color. For some reason. There was no reason for that, it doesn't matter. I covered up all of the exposed foam bits that I made from accidentally cutting too far when I cut the seams. Because my scissors are not great for this. I need some good cutting scissors, and good lighting, and a better microphone for the intros. That's not the point. Now I'm getting some white paint, which was new at this time, so I had to open it. Could you hold this for me? Thanks. And now I'm putting some paint right on him for a base coat. Finally painting a squishy after 5 months. I'm so happy about this, because I'm finally painting a piece of foam again. Haha. Also, don't mind me being out of the frame, I fixed that problem later. Alright, Now it's base coated. I picked the squishy because it has a kind of non-theme specific shape, so I can basically turn this into any cat-shaped creature I want. I could even make it a fox if I wanted to. I'm not doing that, by the way. Sorry. I found this at the dollar store and got it because I had just had a Halloween idea that is a cat, so it was perfect. But I'm not telling you that idea yet. Ho ho ho. But yeah, it's time for the decorative paint. I grabbed my mix paints for this light beige color. Oh ho ho. Why am I turning French today? Oh, but wait, it's empty. So I have to mix up a new version with white, yellow, and a dot of orange. Decided it needed some brown in there. More. There we go. I'm satisfied. Now painting the cat with the color. The lighting is kind of weird in this clip, so this is not actually what it looks like, but I fixed that in a second. There we go, normal color. I left the middle blank on purpose, but I realized later that I should have painted that spot because my idea didn't cover that spot. But for now, let's get some red. Sorry that you can't read it. I got white paint all over my fabric paint a while ago and never took the time to take it off. Anyways, the red is for a cape. What Halloween thing has a cape? A vampire. Obviously. So yes, this cat will now be a vampire cat. Oh yeah, here I am painting the blank spot I left. Okay, now I'm getting a pencil to sketch the face. Then I found the scleras in white, which is the natural color for them, so I don't really know why I had to specify that I'm filling them with white. But then I remembered a detail that I wanted to add before doing the face. So I'm gonna leave that for a second, and I'm going to sketch the shape of bat wings on its back, which you can barely see. Then I got some black puppy paint, and I'm making it in 3D with the puppy paint. Now I did want to use just thin pieces of foam and glue them on at first, but I was way too eager to paint on it that I forgot to add anything beforehand, so I had to use a technique, in my opinion, that doesn't look as good. Sorry. Okay, now that the wings are finished, I can go back to the face. I'm adding pupils and a mouth in black. Then I used some pure red paint for the inner ears and the nose. Now for the irises. I wanted to use this glow-in-the-dark paint, so again with my Mitch scissors, why do I keep calling them that? I'm opening this. Because I wanted to open this on camera, I had to test it to see if it has color or if it's see-through after I opened it. It ended up being clear when it's not glowing, so I painted the irises red as a base first. Okay, so back in with the glow paint. Putting that in a palette for some reason. Then I added a coat over its eyes. And then its ears as well. Now I wanted to add the final detail of fangs, but it exploded a whole lot of paint out. What's with the white paint and getting everywhere? Seriously, it got on my wall with that. Anyways, I added the teeth like I was originally planning to do, but I also felt the need to use the white paint that I sprayed everywhere, so I added a bunch of other white details, like eye reflections, a white chest, the tip of its tail, and then I made the weird choice of painting a hairdo on its head. This may have been a weird choice. I was tired at the time, and I was working late to try to get this done on time. I still didn't. And then a more normal choice of adding the whiskers, then eyebrows. And it's done. Here's a before and after. I think he's cute. I've been wanting to call him Jacob, like the werewolf in Twilight. By the way, I've never watched or read Twilight. I just know about the rivalry and I thought it would be funny. And second is this guy. Look at him frolicking. Oh no, he tripped. Are you okay?
What?
Anyways, I've painted this squishy before, Benny on his cake, and I actually have another that I have a specific video idea for that I'll probably do in a few months. Pulling out the tag. Those are always harder to get out than I remember, but maybe my brain just blocks it out, so I never expect it. And of course, the next step is sanding. Come on, you know this. Of course, trimming the seams too. I feel like I've said these exact steps like a million times, but I will continue to in every video just in case it's someone's first squishy makeover. I doubt it, but I try to be considerate. I'm back with my pink puppy paint to fill in all of the raw patches that I either cut too far on or sanded too hard. oh look, he's kinda green now. Those colors look kinda gross together. I may have used a bit of green puppy paint off camera. I genuinely do not remember. But anyways, it's time for a base coat. Also, you may have noticed that I always film the base coat on the front side, but I never record the back. That's just because I think it would be boring to see the same thing on both sides. Now that the base coat is done, it's time for color. I chose this dark brown. Also, again, the lighting is weird here, and will be fixed later. I grabbed this other color and tried to add a fur detail because I was inspired to recreate the effect that Chloe did on her bear in her and Moriah's collaboration. Link in the description if you haven't seen that, I guess. But these colors together are honestly kinda ugly. So I grabbed this light brown, but it's empty, so I have to mix a new version. The brown wasn't coming out, so I had to kill the bottle. Rest in peace. Scooping out some. Simply adding some white to make it lighter. And then a bunch of brown puppy paint to keep it from wearing away. Because I've heard that happens when you use just soft matte. Hasn't happened to me yet. And then I covered up the bits I already did with the new color, and I also made some new spots too. But I decided that I wasn't satisfied with the look of them, so I painted over them and rewatched the video that inspired this look, and saw she used a wider brush and just used it vertically and not a small detail brush like I was using. So I tried again with a different brush, and I do think it looks better this time. I do need to practice with this technique, but I'm satisfied for my first try. What I'm not satisfied with is that I'm half out of the frame for most of this. One day I'll learn. One day. Alright, that's finished. Both front and back. So now I have to sketch out the eye. I was originally going to draw him with a simple smiley face, but I thought, this is Halloween! Or supposed to be Halloween. So I should make him scowling, cause he's angry, and it's scary. I'm so scared.
I feel so stupid.
As usual, I'm starting with the whites of the eyes. And the teeth. And then I gave him red inner ears, just like Jacob, and then red irises. I also didn't add pupils because I was getting impatient to add the glow paint, but I actually kind of like the look of it without pupils. If you think he looks incomplete without pupils, you are free to think so, and you are also free to tell me in a polite way, please. And now, as I said, I am adding the glow paint to the irises only. For some reason I decided not to do the inner ears for this guy, and only the eyes. I'm painting the end of the tail with the color of the fur bits, and it's done. And I just realized that I forgot to tell you that this was meant to be a werewolf. And to continue with the theme of the thing I have not watched or read, his name is Edward, because I'm hilarious. Don't you agree? I got it. Also, here's the first two together, because, rivals. Alright, for the third and final squishy of this video, is this cactus. This one may not seem really Halloween themed. I mean, cacti are mainly found in the desert, I believe, which I wouldn't really say is very Halloween themed. But don't worry, this will be Halloweenified soon enough. And again, yanking out the tag, I was not careful at all this time, but that's fine, it didn't cause any permanent damage, luckily enough. Let's just zip through the prep steps because we've been through this twice already and I'm already tired of talking about it. There we go, up to the base coat step. You may notice that I made the base coat pretty thick on the top half. That is because this part of the squishy will be white. You may be able to see where this is going by now. But the bottom part will be orange. It was empty, I had to make more, blah blah blah. Full honesty, right now I am just sick of the color orange. Like, I'm looking around and I have so many orange projects. Mark or Zach, I never remember who's who. Biscuit, his donut, Foxanne, their little brother Benny, Foxanne's coffee, Lax Week's projects all included orange, Mr. Mango's boba, Monk E, Nun E Rabbit, and now this project.
Chill.
That's not to say these projects are bad. I'm just tired of looking at orange at the moment. Ugh. Anyways, now I'm bringing in yellow. I could never get tired of you, yellow. You're so nice. For the pumpkin face, because this thing is coming out of a pumpkin for some reason. Actually, my original plan for this squishy was to make it into an elongated pumpkin or something, which I wasn't super excited about, but I needed 3 squishies for a makeover video. But, as you saw in the intro, I came up with this idea in the middle of the intro, and I got so excited about it. Speaking of this thing coming out of the pumpkin, it's an alien. No, it's a ghost popping out of the pumpkin, because ghosts pop out and scare people, I guess? Filling the insides of the eyes with white, because it looks weird with just black orbs. Now that I'm satisfied with the face, kinda, I make slight adjustments later, she looks bald. So now I need some green for something. But that's dried up, so I need to make some fresh green. Oh my god, how many times have that happened today? How many times? I added a bunch of yellow to it because for some reason a yellowy green feels more Halloween to me than a true green. Now I'm satisfied with that color, so now I'm painting some drippies on her head. A random bit of knowledge, yay! I was gonna call her Bula because it sounds like Bella, and it's like Boo because the ghost goes Boo. Also, Bella is the name of the person in Twilight because for some reason, I'm really attached to making names for that, even though I never watched or read it. But for some reason, when I put the drips on her head, she looks like a Miranda now. You see it, right? Her name's Miranda. I decided that the drips needed highlights, because I just thought it needed them. And now for the glow paint. You can't have forgotten that gimmick in the episode already, right? I covered the drips in glow paint, which is actually why I added the drips, because I thought she needed a bit more glow paint on her. And also this band across the bottom. And now Miranda's before and after. I think she's cute, including the orange with my current sickness of orange. And here's all of them together, while I say, I hope you enjoy, like and subscribe if you made it this far, if it's your birthday, happy birthday, and goodbye.